good evening, and good evening once again. Good evening once again. I would like for you to share this live stream. Yay! Share this live stream with your Facebook followers and your Facebook friends. I'm going to tag some individuals into this live stream. This live stream may be one of the most productive live streams I've hosted on a missing person. Maybe one of the most productive live streams. I do believe that what I will present tonight to you will be quite different from what you've heard and assessed from other content creators, journalists, true crime detectives, etc., etc. We have to approach the disappearance of Summer, or tonight rather, we will be approaching her disappearance from a different perspective, okay, tonight. And so I'm tagging some individuals into the live stream tonight, and I will present some information to you tonight, and I will be analyzing the information that I will be presenting to you. So I am tagging, let's get, where are the boys here? I need you to share this live. And this live stream is a live stream that I really would like for individuals across the United States of America, right? Across the United States of America to be viewing tonight. Tonight, I will be focusing on the state of California tonight. And you may be like wondering, what do you mean by that? I will be doing my very, 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 very best tonight to try to make sure as many folks out in South Carolina, okay, South Carolina tonight, are at least knowledgeable of some of the information I will be discussing and giving my reaction to. We're making some observations tonight. Share the live stream. If you're watching, share. I'm going to check. I got another phone. I got not just another phone. I got two phones here. I got this phone and I got his phone. I am going to be checking to see who is sharing this live stream. There is a special focus on the state of South Carolina tonight. I need folks in South Carolina to be tuning into this live stream. So I'm just randomly right now, I really am. I'm just kind of randomly trying to find as many groups as possible in South Carolina. Let's see if I can find South Carolina missing. Oh, I found missing in South Carolina. Okay, great. So I found missing in South Carolina. The state of South Carolina has, I believe, some relevance and some connection to the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah Wells. There's a specific place in South Carolina that I'm going to focus on. And I'll tag that Pacific city into this live stream. I'm waiting on you to join tonight. There have been so many people asking me when I was going to start this live stream, and they were saying that they were anticipating this live stream tonight to take place, and this very, very important discussion that I will be having with you all on tonight. So I hope that some of those individuals join. I'm focusing on Gaffney, South Carolina tonight. There's a Pacific city. I'm going to type in Gaffney, South Carolina. And let's see if I can find Gaffney anywhere. Oh, I found it. Gaffney, South Carolina. I need folks out in Gaffney, GAFNEYSOUTHCAROLINA to tune in to this live stream tonight. Gaffney, South Carolina. There's something about Gaffney, South Carolina. Just be patient. It will all come together. Okay? I'm going to type. Let me get a few of my other supporters here. And I need to share this live with a whole bunch of folks. So give me a moment. I don't want to talk to myself tonight. I plan for this to be one of my most productive live streams that I've done in some time. So there is something about Gaffney, South Carolina. There's something about Gaffney, South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. Gaffney, South Carolina is in distance from Rogersville, Tennessee. Gaffney, South Carolina is 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen, and 14 minutes, or 194 miles, ladies and gentlemen, from Rogersville, Tennessee, where Summer Moon Utah Wells was last seen. And I want to make sure tonight that everyone knows Summer's entire name. It's important for us to state her entire name. It's Summer Moon Utah Wells. Not just Summer Wells. Her name is Summer Moon Utah Wells. Beautiful name, beautiful combination, okay? So, there's something about Gaffney, South Carolina. Believe me, I will be connecting. I will be making those connections. And Rogersville, Tennessee. So, I have some people watching, not a lot. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk not going into what I need to present tonight until I'm confident that there are like 20 people or more watching this live stream. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm sharing this live stream to my story tonight. I'm going to share this live stream to groups. I'm sharing it to Find Brian Laundrie, Justice for Gabby Petitio. Yeah, it looks like both of those cases are closed cases. So I want to give this group something else to focus on. So I'm also going to tag, I'm going to share this live stream with Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. I am sharing this live stream with Justice for Ariel. I am sharing this live stream to Missing Children Awareness Tonight. I'm sharing this live stream to the Grim Truth Podcast on tonight. I'm continuing to share this live stream, if permitted, may not be permitted. I don't know. I'll share it with Michael Joseph Vaughn, missing in Fruitland, Idaho, to that group tonight. I'm going to continue to share this live stream with True Crime Room tonight. That's another group. All of these groups I've joined. I'm sharing this live stream to Summer Wells Missing tonight. I really don't want to go into this until I know there are at least 20 people watching this live stream. At least. This is the most productive live stream that I've done thus far. And what I will be presenting to you tonight will be quite different from what you've reviewed, what you've seen, what you've heard, okay? I'm sharing this live stream with We Stand with Summer Wells. I'm going down a list right now, and I'm taking time to share the live stream with a lot of different groups, okay? And I need a lot of people in South Carolina watching this live stream. South, there's something about South Carolina. Keep in mind, South Carolina, Gaffney, South Carolina, is 3 hours and 14 minutes away from Rogersville, Tennessee, where Summer Moon Utah Wells was last seen. There's something about South Carolina. All right? South Carolina. Thank you. Is this West Vermont? Is that what you're saying? Or, West, excuse me, I'm getting my initials all screwed up. Where are you from? Maybe I'm not thinking right now. I said West Vermont. Is it West Virginia? Okay, maybe I'm not thinking clearly. Okay, thank you. I said West Vermont. All right. I'm sharing this live stream. Thank you for sharing. I'd like for there to be at least 20 folks watching. I know we'll probably get up to 100 or more at some point during this live stream. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not talking to myself. I just have something so important to share with you all. A lot of details to share tonight. And I would like for as many Summer Moon Utah Wells supporters to be watching as humanly possible. And especially South Carolina. Based upon what I've uncovered, I think there needs to be an intensive search in South Carolina. Specifically, you want to know where I'm narrowing it down to? Gaffney, South Carolina. Gaffney, South Carolina. Yes, I have a city and state in mind, not just the state. Gaffney, South Carolina. Okay? Pay attention. It'll all come together tonight. It would all come together. I'm continuing to share this live stream. I'm going to share this live stream with Central Florida Missing Persons. Some of these groups may accept the live stream. Some of them may, reject the live stream and not allow this live to be posted to their groups. That's fine. I'm just doing my due diligence to make sure that this different spin on observing and analyzing Summer Wells' disappearance is going out to the masses. That's all I'm trying to do tonight. Okay? I've shared this live stream with Human Trafficking Support Group. And I am sharing this live stream with my hometown. I don't currently live there anymore, but Gary, Indiana. Sharing this live stream with a group, Gary, Indiana. So I've shared this live stream with several groups. For one account, I'm going to continue to share this live stream today. I see the number 3. We can do better. I should see more than 3 people watching. see that there is more than 3 people watching next to that I. So can you tag some folks into the live stream? Someone says just a few hours away from where Summer Wells is from. Oh yeah. Gaffney. Just go to Google Maps and type in Gaffney and look and see how far away Gaffney, South Carolina is from Rogersville, Tennessee. Okay. So I am continuing to share this live stream tonight with some more groups. Okay, I have 13 shares and 2 views. Not looking good. Still not looking good at all. I'm going to share this live stream in terms of the viewership. It's really low. I'm sharing this live stream with Missing and Identified, Not Forgotten. I'm sharing this live stream with, let's see. I'm going to continue to share this live stream with missing persons of PA and neighboring states. I'm continuing to share this live stream with another group. There are a lot of groups I'm personally sharing this live stream with. So I would like for you to help me by at least sharing this live stream one time on your profile tonight. I'm sharing this live stream with Summer Wells Vanished in Tennessee tonight. I'm sharing this live stream with Missing Unidentified. That's a very important group. And I believe that those type of groups will be key in this investigation with missing, unidentified, and unclaimed people. Okay, so I've shared this live stream and I want to share it with Where the F is Brian Laundrie, sharing the live stream with that group. I want them to have something else to focus on because I guess there's just no point in looking for Brian Laundrie at this point. So maybe these groups can focus on something more productive at this point. Okay, so there are a total of, between my shares and maybe a few other people have shared, I'm not sure, there is a total of 23 shares, okay? 23 shares. And then there are others joining the stream right now. Someone named Nicole is joining from Kentucky. Someone named Miranda is joining from West Virginia. There is a Tawanda. She is my moderator for Missing, Lost, and Trafficking. And if you don't mind letting everyone know where you're watching from, that would be great. That would be awesome, you know. That would be totally awesome. All right. So, yes, that would be totally awesome. So thank you for letting everyone know, you know, what state you are watching from, Miss Tawanda. Thank you so very much. So right now, before I get started with discussing the observations that I've made and showing you what I need to show you all on tonight, I want to make sure that some of these folks who said that they wanted to make sure they did not miss this live stream, I want to tag them into the live stream tonight. All right. So you shared in several groups and on your Facebook page. Thank you. Tawanda is watching from Texas, but originally from Mississippi. Thank you so very much for all your continued support, Tawanda. And thank you so very much for all that you do with making sure that Missing, Lost, and Trafficking is impactful. And we are bringing folks home. Thank you, Cynthia, for watching this live stream. I didn't want to just go right into this until I felt like there were sufficient viewers. I see the number 3 next to the I. That's troubling. I like to see that number kind of go up. If it could just go up to 10, then I'll know that there's at least 20 or more people watching, right? For sure. So I'm just trying to get that number up to 10. that number 3 that I'm seeing. At least I said 20, but at least 10. And so thank you for Nicole for joining this stream tonight. I'm going to tag Angela into this live stream. She is a psychic, and she had some really interesting details she discussed on her Facebook page. I'm not going to go into what those details were. Her video may just go viral, but I am going to make sure that I tag her into this live stream. So I believe it is Angela Heavenly Sent Psychic Readings. I'm tagging her. And I do want you to know that what I will be presenting to you tonight what I'm presenting tonight has not been motivated by any psychic reading. I just tagged her because I thought what she said and what I guess she was saying she was getting, all right, gathering, conjuring up, I thought it was extremely interesting. So that's the only reason why I'm tagging her, but I'm not drawing upon her psychic predictions, so to speak, to come to my conclusions, right? It could be somewhat as a guide. Sometimes I use these psychics in terms of not use them, but the information they present is just guides, kind of as a guide. And I just do my own investigation, but definitely a lot of the information that they are sharing can definitely be used as a guide to come to a solid conclusion regarding what happened to a missing person. I do believe that as a guide, okay? All right, so I have some more people. They said they wanted to tune into this live stream on tonight, okay? And so let's make sure that Regina is here. Yay, we're up to 5 views. 5 people watching. Can we get up to 10? I know we can, because I know you guys can just tag folks. So come on, let's do that. Let's do that, okay? I am getting Christian in on this live stream today. And there are so many people, like I said, who reached out to me saying that they did not want to miss what I planned to present on tonight. So I'm tagging some of those names into the live stream on today. Let me go ahead and get Leslie. I won't be tagging people forever, so I don't want you to think that that's what I'm going to do for an hour. Maybe another 10 minutes. I'm going to spend time kind of reaching out to some of these people who have reached out to me. I'll spend another 10 minutes doing that. Let me go ahead and get Pamela. I want to spend too long doing this. I think it's Pamela Smith. Where is she? I'm looking for her. Okay. And on this live stream today, I'm looking for her. Thank you for joining. I just don't like to feel like I'm talking to myself when I'm presenting something so very important and so vital, right? I just don't want to feel like I'm speaking to myself. So that's why I'm just giving folks time, and I'm trying to get as many people in on this live stream as humanly possible for the next 10 minutes. So let's say at 8:32, it's showtime. 8:32 is showtime. It's show and tell. We're going to the show and tell part of this live stream at 8:32. Show and tell, okay? Show and analyze, all right? Show and observe. But 8:32, it is 8:22 right now. It is 22 right now. I'm going to accept some of my friend requests. There are individuals who have sent me friend requests, so I am trying to make sure that I accept those friend requests tonight. I hope that Offensively Nor is available to watch this live stream. Offensively Nor has helped me a lot with just awareness on missing persons, so I really hope that Offensively Nor is able to join this stream on tonight. I thought I tagged Where Are the Boys. Let's see if I can get Roro in on this live stream right now. And I am really focusing on the state of South Carolina tonight. So it is so important that folks out of the state of South Carolina are watching this live stream tonight. It's 8:24, and then at 8:32 is show and tell, okay? So show and tell. I'm just wanting to get the views up. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm stalling and then leave the live and turn it in for the night and go to bed early. Show and tell starts at 8:32 p.m. Okay? 8:32 p.m. is show and tell. 8:32 p.m. CST time. That is when we are really going to start making our observations, okay? And I will begin analyzing what you will be observing. You are going to come to your own conclusions as well, okay? So, let me see if I can get, we're almost up to 10. We're almost up to 10. So, Tina Simpson I've tagged that person. There's somebody named Katie. I got a lot of people sending me friend requests. Some of these folks are sending friend requests because I went in on Travis Scott. And I know that's why they're sending me friend requests, because they just like the way I spazzed out on Travis Scott. But I'm not going to spend like days and weeks on end going in on Travis Scott. I said what I said, and God is dealing with Travis Scott right now. I am a missing person investigative journalist. So much of what I do, most of my day, is not, reading these celebrities like a book. Much of what I do is I'm investigating disappearances of missing people. I'm on foot and I'm searching for those. And yeah, I go out in the street searching for folks. I sure do. And I love to go across state lines. As financial resources are made available, I will be going across state lines, right? But I've searched for missing people. Sure have. By myself. Sure have. All right. And some of those folks, believe it or not, I was successful in remotely locating. I'll just use the word remotely locating. Okay. All right. So, I have searched for them. So, we will begin this live stream. This observation, the show and tell phase of this begins at 8:32 p.m. Central Standard Time. I need you tagging as many people as possible. Let me see if I can get the True Crime Sisters in on this live stream. I believe it's True Crime Sisters, okay? They have a Facebook page. So I've tagged them in on the live stream on tonight. I'm going to tag True Crime. True Crime Sisters has a actual page. So I've tagged True Crime Sisters page in on this live stream. I'm going to get Without a Crystal, I think it's called Without a Crystal Ball. I've tagged that person. I'm going to get Annie Foley in on this live stream today. So Annie, totally in on this live stream today. So I've tagged Annie totally in on this live stream today. There's someone else. I think it's Kelly Osho or something like that. All right. Osharo. Okay, I'm getting Kelly Osharo in on this live stream on today. Thank you so much for sharing this live stream. Let me go ahead and get Melody Murphy. I need you to share, right? I don't want to be the only person sharing this live stream. It's 8:28. At 8:32, show and tell starts. It starts at 8:32 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is when the show and tell part of this live stream will begin. All right. Thank you for tagging Cracking Cases. Let's see who else I can get in on the live stream on today. Just looking for supporters of Summer Wells. And I'm focusing a lot on the state of South Carolina tonight. I will explain. South Carolina, there is a city and state I'd like to see be searched. I mean, search every nook and cranny. I would like to be searched, and I would like it to be Gaffney, South Carolina. Gaffney, South Carolina. Can we get the feds out there, please? All right. Can we get the feds out to Gaffney, South Carolina tonight? Believe me, I'm not just randomly mentioning Gaffney, South Carolina for the hell of it. I have a purpose, and I've made some connections, okay? Can we get the feds out there? Can we get some search teams out there? Can we get some folks to go out in the woods? Can we get some folks looking at suspicious campers or vans or, whatever might be out there in South Carolina? I don't know. We just need all eyes looking at and looking in Gaffney, South Carolina tonight. Gaffney, South Carolina. I know you all are focusing on Mexico. I know a lot of people have Mexico in mind. Mr. Wells, he's just been throwing us off on purpose. So we got a lot of people thinking about Mexico. We need to get some feds out to Gaffney, South Carolina. Actually, he's been doing a good job in throwing us off. Yeah, he's a very intelligent man. Mr. Wells is extremely intelligent, and I'll point that out to you tonight, okay? Just how savvy Mr. Wells really, really is, okay? Don't sleep on Mr. Donald Wells. He is savvy. He's smarter than you think. I'm paying real close attention to this guy and what he's been doing and what he's been doing to all of you. He's driving you folks crazy out there, But he's not driving me crazy. I'm taking notes. I've been taking notes and I've been making observations. I've been paying attention. So I could have gotten on his page and cussed him out too, just like a lot of y'all did, and told him to go to hell and burn in hell and all that. I just made observations, took notes, took screenshots, and I'm just going to focus on what he said on his own Facebook page tonight. How about that? It's 8:32. Time for show and tell. Okay? So, I'm going to my page, and there's a photo that I need to show you. Okay? I'm pulling up the photo right now on my Facebook profile. Okay? I'm pulling up. We have more people watching. All right. Tag all the Summerwell supporters. This live stream will be comprehensive and Yeah, it'll be something different from what you've been exposed to in the past, okay? This is not a psychic reading by any means. I have used critical thinking skills and really good research to come to the conclusions that I've come to. Okay? A little bit of psychology involved, not a lot. Most of this is just critical thinking. It's critical thinking, okay? All right. So, let me take this glare out. So, Donald Wells made a Facebook post, and before I began discussing what Donald Wells has done to leak a confession in bits and pieces to the entire world, I want to focus your attention on this photo. Donald Wells is the father of Summer Moon Utah Wells. When I first learned Summer was missing, I was actually driving to Memphis, Tennessee. I had been on the road for about 7 hours. And I was coming through Missouri, I believe, going into Tennessee, something like that. I had maybe about another hour and 30 minutes of travel. And I was on a road trip. So I'll never forget Summer Moon's going missing, because I was actually driving into Memphis, Tennessee, maybe about an hour and 30 minutes away, when I learned she was missing. Okay? When I learned Summer Moon Utah Wells was missing, I learned through a Amber Alert text message notification was sent to my phone while I was driving. I was on my way to Memphis, Tennessee. Right, literally driving. Yes, I'll get on the road in a minute and take a road trip. And so the alert just kept going off. Even after I had gotten into my hotel room, checked in, gotten a bit of rest, leading into the next morning, I was still getting alerts. I was in Tennessee at that time. I was actually in West Memphis, Arkansas. So those of you familiar, it's just right across the bridge from Memphis, Tennessee at the time. And I was still getting alerts the next day. There's something so significant about how I learned Summer was missing and what I was doing and where I was that has stuck with me, ladies and gentlemen. What I began doing to try to figure out and uncover what was going on here is I just began visiting Donald Wells' Facebook page to see what he was saying. Mr. Wells has been much more vocal about his daughter's disappearance through social media platforms than his wife has been, okay? Much more vocal, much more expressive. He has been much more in depth, okay? In discussing his feelings and his thoughts, okay? Some statements that Mr. Wells has made on his Facebook page has enraged a lot of people. Out of all of the posts that Mr. Wells has made enraging and inflaming the public on his Facebook profile. This picture right here. I found this specific post and this specific photo to be most disturbing. At first, I was really disturbed, right? As I still am, and angry and confused, right? Like many people are. As you see, he has 434 comments. Most of those comments are people lashing out at him for posting this photo to his Facebook profile on July 10th. What, about a month after his daughter was missing? This is the type, went missing. This is the photo that he posted. I was angry, but then at some point I had to just start thinking. I had to think about what Mr. Wells was trying to tell us, what he's been trying to tell us. I began to think about what Mr. Wells has been trying to reveal all along, without just spitting it right out, you know. And some of you may ask yourself, what father whose daughter is missing, who also has been widely criticized and accused of being connected to her disappearance, would on July 10th at 6:30 a.m. in the morning post a photo of his daughter with a shaven head in a man with some sort of gun. Some people say BB gun. It doesn't matter to me what kind of gun. It just matters that it's a gun of some sort. Okay? It could be real. It could be fake. It could be, we're not going to go into that. That's not up for debate. What father would post this type of photo of some mysterious man creeping behind his missing daughter while she holds a puppy in her hand? Who would do this? What type of person would think to do this? Is Mr. Wells insane? Has he not been paying attention to all the criticism he's been getting and adjusting his actions, his posts accordingly? Or is he well aware of the criticism he's been getting? And through this awareness, he is consciously making a decision to post information that would give us a clue as to what happened to his daughter. What is Mr. Wells really doing here? You have to ask yourself that. Why did he post this and publish this photo? In the midst of a missing person investigation that has taken this country by storm. And I came to a conclusion. The conclusion that I've made regarding why Mr. Wells purposely posted a photo such as this about a month after his daughter was missing, July 10th at 6:30 a.m., he did this because, in his own way, he wants to communicate to the public that some sort of force played a role in his daughter's disappearance. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Force. This is clue number one. Clue number one. Take notes. I'm going to put clue and I'll put a puzzle piece right there. Force. He needs us to know. He needs us to know. He's not going to just spit it out. You know, serial killers do this. They don't just spit it out. They actually leave clues. They've actually been known to send letters to their victims' families and do all kinds of weird stuff, trying to see if the police could be smart enough to figure it out. This is the first clue that he's given us. He's giving us this. We just think this guy is some hillbilly who's just totally off the rocker. I don't think so. I think Mr. Wells is extremely savvy, intelligent, highly intelligent. He may be a hillbilly, but he's a smart hillbilly. All hillbillies ain't dumb. Okay? So this is our first clue that Mr. Wells has given us. He's giving us this. Force. I typed the word force and I left you a puzzle piece. I'm going to type the word force again. Force, ladies and gentlemen. He's giving us this. If you sit and think about it and look at the photo, he wants to let the world know force of some sort. Some people are just going to automatically assume she was shot. I'm just coming to a conclusion that force played a role in this, okay? Some sort of force. This is just a clue. He's giving us these subtle hints. Is he toying with us? Oh yeah, he's been toying with you all. Force. He's been toying with you all. Even the FBI. Force. This is the first clue. Clue one is force. Clue one is force, ladies and gentlemen. And then I read this post. It says, miss and love you, Summer, with all our hearts. We miss you in your church, and God will bring you back to his church. Now, in this post, Mr. Wells is really trying to let everybody know that Summer is definitely deceased. He's just saying it in a subtle way. He's just not outright saying, look, she's dead, for God's sakes. Give it a rest. No, he's not doing that. He has just been very accepting of the idea that she's deceased and has been deceased since she went missing. If you go to his Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen, and read his post, you will see for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. But that Mr. Wells put her in heaven a few weeks after she went missing. He had already put her in heaven, laid her to rest, and has been very accepting of the notion that she's deceased. He just doesn't understand why you all aren't able to, come to terms with what he's been telling you. Practically from day one, ladies and gentlemen. Practically from day one. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Miss Nicole? Can you hear me now? Who can hear me? I don't want to continue unless you can. Somebody tell me they can hear me before I proceed. Can you hear me? All right. I need somebody say something. All right. I got a lot of people watching, I think, right now. I don't know who this is. Tina wanting to join this live stream. I don't know if she... Okay. All right. Okay. I guess that was an accident. Thank you. Thank you. So, Exhibit A... I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's your phone. I'm so loud and I'm not covering anything. Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen, is this specific photo. Clue number 1 regarding what happened to Summer Wells, her father has given us. This is still posted to his Facebook page. He didn't take it down. He slapped it there. He slapped a lot of clues on his Facebook page that he won't take down. He wants you to know. It's eating him alive. He just can't keep it all to himself. He has to leak out a little bit of information. You think my speaker is covered, huh? Okay. Hopefully it isn't covered now. So he has to leak out some details to you guys. It would drive him crazy just to... let's see. Can you hear me now? It would drive Mr. Wells crazy to just know what all he knows and just not say anything, right? Not give us any clues. He can't do that. It wouldn't be right for Summer for him to do that. Thank you. He has to tell us something. He doesn't want to say enough to land him in, prison. But he's giving us some stuff to work with, okay? We just haven't been paying attention. Well, I have. I don't know who I am. Some of you haven't been paying attention. I know I have. Force. I want to turn this camera around. Force, ladies and gentlemen. Force. That's the first clue. Mr. Wells has given us is force. Now, I can go in episodes talking about all the clues that Mr. Wells, I can break these live streams up to many episodes. That's how many clues Mr. Wells has given us. He's given us a lot of clues. He's given it to us. We're just too busy getting all upset and getting in our feelings to figure this thing out. Okay? Now, here's another clue. He's telling us serial killers do this. I'm not saying he's one, but he's doing something. He's not doing anything unique. Okay? This is not unique what he's doing. These clues is usually not given by the victim's parents or whatever, but hey, stranger things have happened, okay? So here's another post here, made on July 6th. On Donald Wells' Facebook profile says, so how would you address the kidnappers of your precious 5-year-old daughter after you have pleaded with them for weeks? And then, yeah, of course, he had a lot of comments, and a lot of people were just like, just spazzing out on Mr. Wells, right? Saying, you're the kidnapper, and whatever. They were saying all sorts of stuff, okay? Actually, I'm not going to say that this is a separate clue. This basically coincides with the first clue of force. Here is Mr. Wells again, trying to tell the public that some sort of force have played a role. Some type of force has played a role into the disappearance of his daughter. He's telling you this. He's telling you this, ladies and gentlemen. So how would you address the kidnappers of your precious, I believe he meant to say precious. He misspelled certain words on purpose. I'll go into that in just a moment. He actually will spell some words correctly, and then he'll purposely misspell a word to throw you off. So then what I do is kind of find a definition or connections with the misspelled word. That's what I've been doing. To look for clues to make connections. That's what I've been doing. Because I see what he's doing here. I don't want to show you this for too long, but I just want you to understand that Mr. Wells has definitely wanted the public to know that some sort of force of some type, I don't know what, and I'm not pretending to be a psychic. He just wants you to know some sort of force has played a role into his daughter's disappearance. And he's giving us this hint. He's giving us this clue. And then he's basically leaving us to figure it out. He's driving a lot of you guys crazy, right? He is. He knows what he's doing. All right. Now, again, I said that I could host many episodes about all the clues, meaning I could do 2 live streams for 7 days straight, probably 2 weeks straight, showing you all these clues that Mr. Wells has just been giving us, all these clues and hints. He is toying with you. He's toying with you. Don't let him toy with you. Don't let him toy with you. Just look into it. Just look into the clues. FBI. Can you follow the clues? Will you follow the clues that Mr. Wells is giving us all on his Facebook profile? He's been doing it practically since his daughter first went missing. He's been giving us clues. So, here's another post. Some people just chopped it up as him being off the rocker. Some people just think he's a little off. I don't think that's what's going on here. They think, he's just off. And he's just not right in the head. And maybe he was drunk. And maybe he was grieving and drunk when he made this post. Maybe he was both high and drunk when he made this. These are the things that folks are thinking. So they're not paying close attention to the clues that he's giving you. because you're focused on convincing yourself that Mr. Wells couldn't possibly just be like giving us hints. Nah, it couldn't be that deep. Nah, it couldn't be. He's just drunk messaging right now. He's just drunk posting. No, he's not. No, he's not. His mind is all messed up, and so he's just saying anything. No, he's not. He's strategically telling you. He's been doing it. Let me show you the June 24th requesting help in the community. It's a request for help in community help, okay? Coming out of Jonesboro, Tennessee, which was not the place his daughter went missing from. He could have easily just typed in Rogersville, Tennessee. Who requests help from a city that their daughter didn't go missing from? He's been giving us clues. He's been FBI, are you taking notes? Somebody tagged the TBI and the FBI in this. I knew I shouldn't have turned down that opportunity to work for the FBI when it was given to me. I turned it down and I passed it up, and I'm kicking myself now. I digress. I'm just going to move on. Okay? I'll do my journalist thing tonight. Okay. So, on June 24th, Mr. Wells requests help. He requests help in community help, and he requested from he tags Jonesboro, Tennessee. Now, why would he do that? Some of y'all probably thought he was just drunk. His daughter actually went missing in Rogersville, Tennessee. He could have tagged Rogersville. He could have tagged Hawkins County, Tennessee. He could have just tagged the beach. I think it's the Beach Creek community. Either of those places would have sufficed, but he decides to go with Jonesboro. Now, here's what he says, and we're going to break this down. I got to go into my email, and I'll break it down for you. I'll break down what I was able to gather. There are clues into this post, believe it or not. There are several clues that he's giving us. He says, I dreamed this summer was with me on a commercial CONST. He purposely does not spell out construction site. And I asked where she had been, and she said, sown the road. He purposely spelled it sown and not down. He wants you to think that he means down the road. I woke up with the word Moderna. Some people thought he was trying to say Moderna, right? With the O instead of the A. He typed Maderna for a reason. This was not accidental. Repeating over and over again. We've been praying to God to send angels. And please give us something to go on. I've looked on maps and could only find Moderna, PROD. He purposely does not spell out production. In South Carolina and a small place in Mexico. And I believe this part of this statement was a lie. There is no Moderna city in Mexico that I could find. I looked. And if you can find a city named Moderna, Wiki, Google, wherever, send it to me. It'll help me a lot. But I have not been able to confirm, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a city named Maderna in Mexico. Okay? Please help me with this. It might mean something to somebody. Prayers, hope, and love. It might mean something to somebody. Prayers, hope, and love. Now I want to break this down for you guys, okay? I'll read his statement once more, then I'll pull up my email, and then we'll just break down what certain words mean and how these words connect to the disappearance of his daughter. He has been giving us clues, ladies and gentlemen. All along he's been doing it. I dreamed that Summer was with me on a commercial cunts site, purposely leaves out construction, and I asked her where she had been, and she said Sown the Road. I woke up with the word Moderna repeating over and over again. We've been praying to God to send angels and please give us something to go on. I looked on maps and could only find Moderna, Prod, he doesn't spell out production, in South Carolina and a small place in Mexico. Please help me with this. It might mean something to somebody. Prayers, hope, and love. And he requested this help out of Jonesboro, Tennessee. His daughter went missing in Rogersville. I don't know if he was just over there in Jonesboro hanging out at the time, but whatever. I digress, okay? Now, upon first glance, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this guy was just out of his mind, upset, confused, and just had some type of weird dream and was just like hoping that sharing that information would lead to more information somehow regarding his missing daughter. I know that's what you're thinking. Some people just think he's off the rocker. I understand. There's something very strategic about this post, ladies and gentlemen. I'll break it down for you, okay? Let me pull up my email, okay? Turn this around right quick. This is the statement that Donald Wells made. All right. So, you see here when he says commercial cunts site, what he didn't type out was commercial construction. I believe he wants us to know commercial construction or a construction worker has some sort of connection to his daughter's disappearance. He wants us to know this. Now, what is a commercial construction? He said that he dreamed Summer was with him on a commercial construction site. Commercial construction projects are for the building and selling of businesses, structures and offices, retail centers, warehouses, and industrial buildings. Commercial construction is a project overseen and built by a general contractor company. Mr. Wells says he dreamed Summer was with him on a commercial, and he purposely does not spell out construction site just to throw you guys off, to keep you on your toes. So you can be like, huh? So, here's the other clue. And here's a puzzle piece. So, clue 2 is construction or site. Mr. Wells, he wants us to know, I believe, that construction, a construction site or construction worker, has played some role into his daughter's disappearance. Now I'm going to move on. Hold on, that's on me. Now I'm going to move on. Now, notice Wells intentionally types sown and not down the word most people thought he intended to type. Most of you thought he intended to type down and not sown. I believe he meant to type sown because it is yet another clue as to where his daughter might be right now, which is really not in a good place. How is sown defined? Well, sowed, sown, sowed, sowing means to scatter a seed over the land, earth, for growth. Plant, to scatter seed over for the purpose of growth, to implant, introduce, promulgate, seek, or propagate, or extend, disseminate, or to sow distrust, dissension. That's how sown is defined. I'm going to go with interpreting sown as implant. Implant. Clue number 2. Believe me, Mr. Wells is giving us clues. We're just not paying attention. You guys have been too busy going to his page and cussing them out and not paying attention to the clues that he's giving you. But I've been paying attention to him. And I've been taking note all along. Clue number 3. Mr. Wells wants us to know his daughter has been implanted somewhere. Implanted. I know you're bold saying that. Well, hey, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Implanted. I'll type Summer implanted. Has she been implanted into the soul? Thank you for letting me know that. Has Summer been implanted into the soul? A soul? I don't know. He wants us to know that she's been sown, however. Can you hear me now? She's been sown. When a farmer's fields are sown, it means that she's planted seeds in them. If you sow something, You scatter seeds on it or plant tiny seedlings in it. Sown. Now, there's more. Most people viewing Wells' post may have believed he was trying to spell the word Moderna and not Moderna. Moderna is a COVID-19 vaccine. We know you have to get at least 2 shots, right, before it's fully effective, 28 days apart, and are given to individuals designed to be immune from COVID-19. A lot of people may have thought, oh, he meant to type Moderna. Moderna. He actually intentionally meant to type Moderna with an M. M-A-D-E-R-N-A. Can you hear me now? I hope so. Okay. Researching definitions to the actual word Wells typed, Moderna revealed a bit more about Summer Wells' possible whereabouts. I don't know why you guys can't hear me. That is so weird. Moderna word connections that I made is that there is a Moderna who was an actual person. His name is Bruno Moderna, and he was an Italian conductor. He was born on April 21st in 1920 in Italy. Also, the Moderna is the definition of a modern, advanced commercial toilet. Right? A powerful siphon, jet, and swirl ensures perfect cleaning and evacuation of the bowl. Furthermore, it's important that you know there is an actual company in South Carolina spelled Moderna and not Moderna. Moderna Products is a manufacturer in Cherokee County, South Carolina, located at 16 Commerce Drive in Gaffney, South Carolina, 29340. No city in Mexico spelled Moderna has been located. Gaffney, South Carolina is 3 hours and 14 minutes or 194 miles from Rogersville, Tennessee, where Summer Moon Utah Wells was last seen. There could be a connection between Summer Moon, and I meant to spell the rest of her name, disappearance, and a construction site or a construction worker. Summer may have been transported out of state or to South Carolina. Maybe no connection exists at all. If in fact Mr. Wells' conscience has prompted him to post clues, then the suggested connections are of relevance and should be investigated. And I know you guys can see my Google Voice number here. I'm cool with it because it's it's my Google Voice number. So here's another clue. Let's see how many clues that I've typed out. Clue number 4. You see how I have picked apart what he stated, words he's intentionally misspelled, the statements about construction to narrow down a specific place in South Carolina, in a Pacific city, Gaffney, South Carolina, 3 hours and 14 minutes or 194 miles from Rogersville, Tennessee, where Summer Moon Utah Wells was last seen. I hope my critical thinkers, I hope you're getting where I'm going with this. Clue number 4. Somebody just keeps saying, wow. So I'm going to type in clue 4, and I'm giving you a puzzle piece. Mr. Wells needs us to know Summer is not in Tennessee. Clue number 5. So I'm going to type in clue 5. And then I want to type in my puzzle piece. Mr. Wells needs us to know he needs us to understand his daughter may be planted out of state and as close as Gaffney, South Carolina. Now, I could be wrong, right? The connections that I've made. Hey, it could be hogwash to you. The connections that I've made. It could be, oh, you're reaching. Some of you are going to think that I'm reaching, and I understand that that is what goes with this, and I have to accept that. Some of you will believe that I'm reaching, that I am, some people will say doing too much, and making connections that don't make sense to you. But hey, as long as it makes sense to me, that's all that really matters, The connections make sense to me. All right. Logical for me. Logical enough where, if the FBI has not, decoded all of these posts that Mr. Wells has posted to his Facebook page, I think it's probably time for them to start decoding. He's been giving us clues all along. He wants us to know that Summer Wells is no longer alive and she's not with us. He's accepted it and he wants you to accept it. You don't believe me? Just go to his full profile page. He's been telling you all along, look, my daughter is dead. I've accepted it. I buried her. I put her in heaven. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened to her, but she just ain't here no more, okay? He wants you to know it. Go to his Facebook page. He's been saying it for months. He's using the word kidnapping in some of his posts for a reason. He used the word sown, S-O-W-N, and not D-O-W-N. Sown means to implant. Down the road, Summer is sown. I hope I have some critical thinkers watching this live stream tonight. Summer is sown down the road. Hey, it's up to us to figure out how far down the road that is. Is she sown 5 miles down the road, Mr. Wells? Is she sown 10 miles down the road, Mr. Wells? Is she sown 25 miles down the road, Mr. Wells? Is she sown 50 miles down the road, Mr. Wells? She's implanted in the soul. And you have told us this. You want us to know this. You know that most people are going to look at the post and just think you're out of your freaking mind. Oh, he must have been drinking on some good whiskey. He had to be smoking some good dope when he made that post. That's what you're thinking? You're thinking he was smoking on some ooh-wee when he made that post, didn't you? No. It's strategic. Mr. Wells, is Summer sown 60 miles down the road? Is she sown 80 miles down the road? You want me to know that she's implanted. She's implanted in the soul, Mr. Wells. Is she sown 100 miles? People kill folks all the time and take them out of state. That's nothing new. 100 miles down the road. Or is she about 195 miles down the road, Mr. Wells? Right there in the town called Gaffney, South Carolina. Hopefully, before my lights go out, hopefully, I may know. I could learn where Summer Wells' body is sown, Mr. Wells. Hopefully all her supporters know it before their lights go out. Hopefully during our lifetime, well, Summer will hunt you enough that you just break down and just tell us the truth, you know. And stop trickling out these clues, because you've been giving us clues, Mr. Wells. You've been giving us a lot of clues. You've been keeping us on our toes. You sure have. You've been doing a good job of keeping folks pissed off at you. You sure have, Mr. Wells. Have you done a good job doing this? You have. Now, I'm not the police. We got something called law enforcement, and their job is to investigate leads, information, and the clues that you have been giving us all along. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, for taking time out to watch this very long live stream tonight. My Facebook page can be disabled at any time. Facebook has already, I did a lot of in-depth coverage on Summer Wells, and it was getting thousands of views. So Facebook conveniently disabled those Facebook accounts. This is the last of the Mohicans. This Facebook account could be here today and disabled tomorrow. So I'd like for you to go to my YouTube page, help me grow it. I'll post this video, long live stream, to Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. And I hope that you subscribe to Missing, Lost, and Trafficked. Missing, Lost, and Trafficked YouTube channel. As this page could be here today, and well, everybody don't like what I say, so therefore there's no such thing as freedom of speech. It could be gone tomorrow. Have a great evening. All right, y'all stay safe.